So down the track, Jon gets a role in my next production called Silly Stupid Nonsense, a Monty Python-esque show. And he's the comic lead. He's a natural pick because he is funny and clever, a natural. A bit out there. Actually, a lot out there. He's good. So this kid with a tenor voice and a comic intuition, he ends up going to WAAPA, the Western Australian Academy for the Performing Arts, and he trains in music theatre, and he develops a love of opera. And I don't see him again for a few years until I move into my role as artistic director of Patch Theatre in the 1990s. By now, Jon has finished at WAAPA and he's living in Melbourne, so I chase him up to see if he's interested in auditioning for a role in a show called The Birds of the Moon, the very first production I directed at Patch Theatre, and yes, he gets the gig. So, over the next few years, he does 4 productions as a professional performer with Patch Theatre Company. But he's needing to come over from Melbourne to do them, and some of them are shows that are on the national touring circuit with seasons of 4 to 7 weeks. By now, he's married to Beck, who's also an opera singer, and they're having their first child. And it's not really suitable for him to be away from home. And so I don't see him again for a big chunk of time. We have a very occasional chat on the phone to keep vaguely in touch, but that's about it. And then way later, after 20 years at Patch, I finish up there as artistic director and I start the Paper Boats. I was about 3 to 4 years into that journey. It was early 2020 when Jon and I have one of our rare catch-up chats on the phone. And we realise for the first time this pretty amazing synchronicity that we share in relation to our birthdays.
Sevenwell. Exploring the mystery and the magic of the number 7.
Hey, Jon, do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember the reason I rang you was to say I was coming to Adelaide to catch up with my family for my birthday. And so I was ringing you to suggest that we catch up for a coffee. And I reckon I said something like, I can't do next Friday because that's my birthday. And you said, you're joking, that's my birthday. And I can remember you saying something like you were going to be 66.
On the 7th of July, that's right.
And I was like, that's my birthday too, I'm going to be 45. And it was crazy, wasn't it?
Crazy.
Like we'd known each other for what?
Over 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you worked out something to do with 2025.
Yeah. I worked out that on the 7th of July, 7th of the 7th, 2025, you'd be turning 49, that's 7 lots of 7, and I would be the big 70, 77 decades on the same day in 2025. And of course, 2 plus 5 equals
7, yeah. Totally mad.
Totally mad. Weird. Hey, we'd love you to check out our sevenworld.org in the process of making podcast. Available on all your favourite podcast platforms and from the website.
Listen if you dare until the story's done.